Jose Luis Castillo, El Temible, the Fearsome, had 80 fights, 66 wins, 57 by knockout, with a 71% knockout ratio. His career began back in 1991 when he faced Victor Mendoza and knocked him out in 4 rounds of the 4-round bout. After a series of knockout wins, he faced Cesar Soto, where he was defeated, being knocked out in the 2nd round of a 12-round bout. He went on to be knocked out 3 fights later by Javier Jarogui in a 12-round bout in the 10th round. He rematched Jarogui and was knocked out the same way. He went on to fight a number of other fighters and contend for the Mexico featherweight title, which he finally won against Rafael Olvera. He was able to defend his title successfully, move up in weight, and he faced Julio Alvarez, who knocked him out in the 10th round. He managed to win the Mexico super featherweight title from Sandro Marcos, and then vied for the International Boxing Association super featherweight title, which was vacant, against Jorge Paez, who had faced Genaro Hernandez a couple years earlier. Having won this title, it set him up for a showdown with Stevie Johnston, 2-time WBC World Lightweight Champion. Stevie Johnston had defended his title 7 times successfully when he met with Jose Luis Castillo. In the blue trunks, Stevie Johnston is present. In the yellow trunks, Jose Luis Castillo. As you can see, Jose Luis Castillo is unlike other Mexican fighters, very skilled. Good at judging distance as well as moving away from his opponents, being defensively responsible, using the high guard and yet changing levels and probing, being able to fight on the inside using left hooks to the body and to the head, jabbing low to the body, jabbing high, and even countering his opponent. Jose Luis Castillo was a very savvy, skilled boxer. Sparring partner Julio Cesar Chavez, Castillo was not only smart but tough. He could take a punch, having a good chin, and also he was slippery. He could move out the way of punches. Stevie Johnston was a quick-handed, very skilled and slick southpaw. As you can see there, he just used a jab to the pit. But as you can see, Jose Luis Castillo was also a good counterpuncher. Here you see him using uppercuts, short chopping shots, and shots to the body, left hooks to the body. He was also elusive against Stevie Johnston, being able to fight on the inside as well as on the outside. Jose Luis Castillo was also a very big lightweight. As the fight progressed, Jose Luis Castillo started getting control, and he was the pressure fighter in the fight. Castillo had good timing, able to slip a lot of punches or not be hit directly, and then land his critical shots on the inside. There he drops Stevie Johnston with a hook that puts him down. Chopping and destructive, Jose Luis Castillo started to dominate the fight. No one had seen Jose Luis Castillo before, but boy, were they glad they saw him. Puffy-eyed Stevie Johnston got banged up very badly by Jose Luis Castillo, but he gave as much as he received. In the end though, he fought Jose Luis Castillo's fight. Castillo won by split decision. He rematched Stevie Johnston. It actually ended up being a draw on all cards. Jose Luis Castillo retained his title. He went on to fight Cesar Barzan, that beat Stevie Johnston, being the WBC former world lightweight champion. Castillo in the blue trunks, Barzan in the white. It was an exciting fight in which Jose Luis Castillo got the better of Barzan. He ended up dropping Barzan in the 6th round and eventually stopped him in the 8th round. But Barzan fought like a true champion. Nonetheless, Castillo was just too much for him. On beating Cesar Barzan, he went on to defend his title against Sung Ho Hu from South Korea, and he knocked him out in the 1st round of that fight. He went on to occupy 2 other fights which were non-title against Fred Ladd and Juan Angel Macias, knocking them both out before he faced Floyd Mayweather Jr., who had just moved up in weight at lightweight. Jose Luis Castillo is the gentleman in the green, white, and red trunks. Mayweather in the yellow and white. Mayweather won the earlier rounds of this fight. There, that was not a knockdown but a slip. But Castillo, even though Mayweather was winning the rounds, was up to the challenge, and he had veteran moves and veteran tricks of his own. While the younger Mayweather was quick, darting in and out, using his shoulders sometimes to push Castillo back, Castillo came in with his jab and then would land the overhand right, or the straight right. Castillo using feints and getting in to Mayweather. The old vet had savvy and skill, and the younger Mayweather learned a thing or two in that boxing ring. Down the stretch, as only Castillo could do, Castillo finished strong against Floyd Mayweather, becoming the pressure fighter and coming at him on the inside. Castillo makes every fighter fight his fight. Definitely pushing the younger Mayweather to his limit, Castillo really showed he was a dominant lightweight. Not just big and strong, but also skilled. Pounding on Mayweather's body whenever he got in close, he tried to wear down the smaller Mayweather. final seconds of the fight was a barn burner. Castillo, one fight later, would go on to rematch Floyd Mayweather Jr. This time, the fight wouldn't be as close. Jose Luis Castillo went on to fight other great names like Joel Casamayor, Julio Diaz, Diego Corrales, and he proved by beating all of them that he definitely was a true dominant lightweight in the division. He went on to fight other fights at higher weight classes, getting wins and losses in them. Notable names are Ricky Hatton and Ruslan Provodnikov. Was definitely fearsome in his division. A big, strong lightweight, Jose Luis Castillo remains one of the most dominant lightweights in the world. You guys have a great one.